This video focuses on a life plan. What is a life plan? Why do you need one? How do you take steps to move forward? How do you execute your plans properly? And how do you create an integrated life? Laura, lovely to speak with you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about life plans here. Firstly, what is one and do I need one?
Well, this is all about, do you want it, first off? No one should be forced to be doing this, but the idea is it starts with purpose and why are we really here? And the idea of a life plan is to think about how to live it more fully. And I like actually thinking about them as purpose plans, and thinking about it in an integrated way. Where are we living our purpose? Yes, at work, because people think about that from a work standpoint a lot. But then how are we doing it from a family standpoint, in relationships that we're closest to, friends, and then looking to community and people outside our regular day-to-day. And then also what I'd like to do is sort of an internal one, for ourselves, our spiritual way, and thinking about how do all those come together.
Can you give our viewers here some hints, I guess, or techniques about taking steps to move forward? Sometimes people get stuck.
Yes.
And a little lost.
Yes.
How do you just take those first steps? How do you find your way through the first 50 yards of the headlights?
There's a new book out by Mel Robbins who talks about using a technique called the 5-4-3-2-1. I think she calls it the 5-second technique. And I think it's absolutely the simplest and most brilliant way to think about what are those first actions. I have a feeling that if I asked you a question around your purpose and said, if you could do one thing that would help you live your purpose more fully right now, you might have an instant reaction, and that's the one I want to grab, and before 5 seconds comes up, write that down.
Before 5 seconds?
Right, because the idea is that our brains will shut it down after 5 seconds.
Why does that? I mean, by the way, I totally do relate to that.
Yeah.
Why does your brain shut it down like that? And if so, is there a pill?
Yes. No pill that I know. Not that I know of. Haven't
the 5 second pill.
The 5 second pill. This is part of our brain putting us into safety mode because it's a risk and outside our norm, and we don't want to be outside our norm because it's unsafe to us.
So it's a self-preservation kind of a deal.
Exactly.
But you got 5 seconds before the brain figures it out.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
so go act on it quickly.
So your consulting gigs are all 5 seconds long.
I've got 5 seconds and it's very fast. I don't get paid much. Big time.
Well, it's a lot for 5 seconds.
It's a lot for 5 seconds, but yeah. So the idea is notice what first comes up. That's what we were talking before about the 5th book about A Pocket Guide to Purpose and the Inner Sage, is we have a voice in us that's really brilliant, each of us. And are we listening and not allowing that judgmental side to take over?
Shut it down, 5 seconds, away it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes total sense to me. All right, good. Well, thank you so much for your insight here. I appreciate that. For those of you who'd like to find out more, please visit us online at purposestone.com. Also, feel free to like this video, share this video if you have any questions in the comments section below, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel.